that song, yes. Bringing Mary Home. I can't remember if an aunt of mine sang this song to me, or where I heard it. We were not sheltered from these things. I was driving down along the road one dark and stormy night, when a little girl by the roadside stepped into my headlight. I stopped and she got inside, and in a shaky tone, she said, "My name is Mary, please won't you take me home?" She must have been so frightened, all alone there in the night. There was something strange about her. Her face was deathly white. She sat so pale and silent in the back seat all alone. I never will forget the night that I took Mary home. I pulled into the driveway where she asked me to go. Got out and walked around the car and opened up the door. I just could not believe my eyes. The back seat was bare. I looked all around the car, but Mary wasn't there. A light shone from the porch. Someone opened up the door. I asked about the little girl that I was looking for. The lady smiled gently and wiped a tear away. She said, "It sure was kind of you to go out of your way." But 13 years ago today, in a wreck just down the road, our darling Mary lost her life, and we miss her so. Thank you for your trouble and the kindness you have shown. You're the 13th one who's been here, bringing Mary home. You're the 13th one who's been here, bringing Mary home. There were storytellers back then. They loved now when I'm with people, maybe I'm with the wrong people, I don't know. All I hear are opinions. And people repeat something they read in the Times, Tom Friedman's column or something, a documentary they saw or something. Getting a lot of opinions. I remember people who loved stories. My aunts were stories. I had 17 aunts. When you have 17 aunts, you have no further need for support and encouragement on the planet Earth. They thought I was brilliant because I was quiet. They had no idea of autism whatsoever. No, they were storytellers. They were storytellers. And the aunts, they loved me. And some of them even said that they loved me. An uncle would no sooner say, "I love you," than he would say, "Je t'aime." Ich liebe dich. Foreign language. No, they told stories. Prudence Crandall, our abolitionist ancestor in Canterbury, Connecticut, operated a boarding school for young women, and in the 1830s, she admitted young women of color to her boarding school. She was a premature equal rights advocate, and the town keepers stoned the school and drove her out of town. Mark Twain came to her defense, stood up for her. Mark Twain, a great man. Samuel Fox, an ancestor who was a seaman aboard a British man-of-war, I believe in Baltimore Harbor. This was after the War of 1812. He was sick of the life aboard ship and the terrible food and the beatings and the filth and the cruelty of the officers. And he jumped ship, which was a capital offense. But he made it far enough inland, all the way to Pennsylvania, so they didn't bother to look for him. Otherwise, he would have been hung without a judge or a jury. And he had a family, Martha Ann Cox, who married an ancestor, David Powell, and they had children tied to the tail, and they headed out of Pennsylvania and across Ohio and Indiana, Illinois to Missouri. They crossed the Missouri River. Team of 4 horses. They got those 4 horses to spin fourth or fifth attempt, and they made it. He just wanted to see the mountains. Made it all the way to Colorado. Too late to get a good claim for a silver claim. It was a silver rush, but he was late for it, so he wound up in the land rush in Oklahoma. They were interesting ancestors. They told stories about my grandfather, whom I never got to see, how he woke up his 8 children late one winter night and got them warmly dressed and led them through the farmyard and through the woods and over to a nearby hill to see a silver timber wolf howling at the moon. And his daughter, my Aunt Ruth, asked, "Won't he come after us?" And Grandpa said, "Not if we all stay together." And they remembered this story. I led